just as holy as what you provide, because in you there is no lack.
Grand rising, everybody.
Help us to desire your heart above all else. Teach us to seek first the kingdom.
Grand rising, you know it's clumsy, blumsy me over here.
Make us more concerned with becoming who you've called us to be than getting what we think we need.
I'm just coming in. Just to chat for a little bit. I hope I can catch somebody. I don't really know what time is the good time. I just, when it says, my soul, my spirit says to go, then I just go. And I gotta run some errands today. On trying to make it, y'all. Trying to make it. So I supposed to go to the gym today, but I have to get to my bank. I didn't know it shut down. It had cardboard on it when I went there on Friday. And I need to get money onto a card, of course. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. So hold on a second, because I'm going to garden for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to garden for a second. So yeah, I'm going to I want to chit chat a little bit about, you know, everybody's in despair.
Because we know when we're in step with you, even the smallest moments become sacred.
I want to start off with October month is Cancer Awareness Month, and it's also Domestic Violence Month Awareness. Month for October, guys. And you know, a lot of people are in despair. A lot of things is going on. You know, we coming up short. We coming up missing. The next generation is like vanishing before our eyes, and you know, we just kind of tune into entertainment instead of tuning into, you know, our creator, because that's who we need. We need him, and we need him more now than ever. Such as a time such as this is like madness, you know. And you're not going to have no peace and get no peace unless you tap in. And that's the God honest truth. And I think the scripture says, when you're weary and your heart is laden, come to me and I will give you rest. I'm not sure exactly the address of it, but I do know some scriptures that my pastor told me a long time ago to hide in your heart, and also to show yourself approved. Know what you know. You got to go behind others to make sure, like research, like we did when we were children. We had encyclopedias, we had to look up everything, we had to do book reports. See, now when you go to school, you got all the access to get everything so quickly. Back in the day, you had to put the work in. That's why we worked so hard, because we didn't have no choice. We worked to do everything. It was a task, if you will. So I wanted just to talk about the food stamp situation, and everybody's in despair, and it's not in just my state, it's in your state, and it's in everybody's state all over the nation. So I say that to say that I felt years ago, about 10 years ago, I decided, I said, well, not so much that the world was coming to an end, but this on my spirit. I lived in a housing project, and we didn't have a basement, you know. And I think any place that you live in that doesn't have a basement has some type of objective. Because listen, basements is used for shelter in place. So everybody is supposed to have one of those. They dug up a ground years ago. Shoot, so you have some place to go. But I say that you got to get ready. I mean, get ready now so you can be ready. So you can be ready. You don't want to. You don't want to have to at the last minute. You know, as far as like the power shutting off, you talking about food stamps. That's just the beginning of it. Come 2026, you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get. And it's not to be afraid, because if you have trust and you believe in God, then that's who you gotta kind of put all your weight on. That's who you're supposed to put all your weight on to. It is our Lord Jesus Christ. But you gotta prepare, and we should have been preparing all the time, which I've tried to. I'm trying to, if you will. I'm learning to plant things. I'm just a beginner, and I've been doing it since 2018, and I'm just a beginner. You have to have a space, you have to have an environment, make an environment, and you have to have the things that you need to feed your plants, and make so your plants can flourish. If you don't have the proper water system, or you got to get the water back and forth, you got to take that into consideration too. So I've been doing it like this, winging it from the houses and stuff, that are places that I've been at to stay. I just have like a little situation. But before I came here, my garden where I was at before, I had harvest. I would harvest at least, maybe like four or five things off of each one of my plants. So here, and it's a lot of grass, a lot of greenery, but the whole thing is my accessibility to the water source is the problem. That's the problem that I'm having now. And me being, with this situation, so it's kind of hard. But I'm going to still keep it going. I still try to make good out of everything, even if it's bad. I try to find something that's bad out the bad, something out of it, just a little bit, if you will, good, right? But you gotta be kind of prepared for your family, to take care of your family, because this is the thing. If you don't get no fish, if you don't get no food stamps, and I know a lot of people aren't used to, or haven't, and can't afford, not saying used to, but yeah, still used to, can't afford to buy groceries. Groceries is expensive. One bag is $100, and you ain't gonna get. I spent $70, and I only had that meat for my family. Just that beef I had, and then I got vegetables and cheese. Cheese, that's what I got. And I paid $80, and I just had 2 bags. All I had was 2 bags. Oh, and I did get a dessert, because you gotta treat yourself. And I know I'm on the health is wealth, but you can't take everything. You gotta have something sometimes, right? And this is Folgers is in your cup. Folgers is in your cup. So I wanted to say, to try to learn how to fish. Or if you don't know how to fish, you got to learn how to fish. Because you can get a little license for $20 from Walmart, and then you can still feed and eat. So you make sure canned goods is not really good for you. But in a detrimental situation, if that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. But as far as like canning, I'm going to do a live, because I can too. I had the stuff to can. My kitchen is so small. I need space. That's what I pray for. I pray for, and I declare it in Jesus' name, that I am going to have a big kitchen, and we're going to have a studio. We're going to have tea. We're going to have coffee, because it's food just in your cup. with mushrooms though. Mushrooms and collagen. So copper is good for you. You see, I have a copper ring on, and I have this copper bracelet. I love jewelry, but I used to wear jewelry. You know, I wear jewelry for fashion, but uh, you want to have something now in this stage of the game. I gotta have something that's gonna be beneficial to me. So this is good for your joints. It has magnets in it. Arthritis, energy. So yeah, to fish, to learn how to fish, and YouTube shows you how to do everything. So if you don't know how to do it, you can go there and they'll show you. Only thing with fishing is this patience. That's the whole thing with that is patience. It's not a whole lot of work you got to do to fish, but you know you take and show a man how to fish, and he can eat for the rest of his life. So that's where we at now. We going back to the time where it's back in the old in the like 50 years back. You gonna have to know how to do stuff in order to survive. And another thing too is you need to have singles. They get ready to have a digital system, a digital cash system with everything. We on our way to it now. But whereas though you're not gonna be able to use no money. And me, like for me, I like 50s and hundreds. I always, since a younger person, they just made me feel, I don't know what it is, what it was I should say. But you need to get singles. So my change and my dollar bills, I kind of put in my bucket. I got a bucket with change and the dollar bills that I have for a rainy day. But you want ones, fives, and tens. Because when you go places, they not going to have no change. And then once they do the cashless society, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. My pastor told me, make sure you have dollar bill, y'all. Trans them over. Change them over. So I wanted to share that. And also, people are hungry. Wolves will, if they gonna eat you alive. And here we living in a time such as this, and in everybody's society, culture is madness. So with no food stamps or no food, other people that's not tapped in, please get with God, y'all. Because the people that's not tapped in, they are going to come to take your things. They're going to take your things. You can go 3 days without water. You can't go 3 days. 3 days without water. You can't live 3 days without water. I'm sorry. I apologize. You probably can go maybe like 4 days or something without food, but that's hard. Because not hard, but just to know when you fast. See, it's a mind kind of situation of fasting and not eating. You hungry. You are hungry. Even still, you're sacrificing. But to be deprived of food totally changes the mindset a whole totally different way, because you're sacrificing, but this is you're deprived. So you got emotions from being deprived. You got emotions from you're going to be angry or whatever your situation is, but you're going to be iller. You're going to be iller if you don't get no grub. And that's the way the people, because they hungry now and taking things. They still in there doing everything now. So and we only have the day is the 27th. We got 4 more days until the day the 27th. We got 4 more days until November 1st. So November 1st, I think that's I'm not sure if that's a weekend or not, but November 1st is the check time. No stamps for those. Those stamps. So I just say that
And if you haven't already,
It's a sad state of affairs. So your mental illness, mental illness is it needs to be awareness for every month, not just a certain month that they take and, honor it, because that's the people when they honor it because they trying to make money off of it. With all those organizations with the breast cancer walk and the lupus walk and a pancreatic walk and all those walks. Though the money that they get from that doesn't go to anybody, and that goes to them. That Red Cross, you donate your money to all them those entities, I should say, entities. We're not getting anything.
A fresh invitation, a divine appointment waiting to be kept. And tomorrow we will meet here again to lift our hearts to renew our strength and to realign our souls.
What you gonna do about the food stamps?
Don't let the noise of the world.
I don't receive any, so
just a few minutes of
I've been, trying to make things happen, and that's how you gotta do. You gotta maximize your minimum. And I spend a lot of money on things just for my health. That's the thing. Just like trying out everything, because when you in pain, somebody else will get me or understand. But when you in pain and stuff like that, you'll try anything. All them commercials and stuff that come on TV, you be like, I'll try that. That stuff don't even work. They don't work. The pain medicine don't work. None of it work. So I got 1 whole year that they got me scheduled for surgery for my hip. And I'm on a waiting list. So I was thinking if I should try for another doctor to see if they can get me in quicker. But I know the doctor that I have in my spirit, he the bomb. Because I'm big on energy. I'm big on information and knowledge, And again, like I said, I'm medical savvy. So it's just a certain thing I be looking for. So I need it done. But then I'm thinking, well, not thinking. I know that God is going to keep me until then. He knows better. He knows what's what. But I'm going to keep pushing. That's all I know. Because if I don't move, I can tell if I don't move, it's it. It's over. And even sitting down, I got to keep moving my legs or do something with them. Make sure they, you know what I mean? Even if I'm not up moving or... Because it's a lot. My arms, my arms be tired. Oh, gosh, from that cane, me Christmas. Especially when you got to depend on the cane. It ain't like... It's not like... if you don't really need it, you just having it basically for protection. What you call it? Comfort. I actually need it as crutch, basically. Yeah, so that's the thing. We do choose faith over fear.
We choose to speak life and blessing.
But I want to speak life. I'm not going to be fretful. That's my whole point. Don't be fretful about stance or whatever it is. Because if you got God and you trust God, He's going to make sure that you eat. Because Psalms 37:25 said, I was old, I'm young, I was young, and now I'm old. And I never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging for bread. Yes. So, that part. So all that thing is a control mechanism, and actually, eventually what they're going to do is, even if you do be able to have them food stamps, they're going to make everybody eat the same thing. That food stamp card is going to be like a surplus. You're only going to be able to get potted meat. Yo, they going to give you some canned souffle. Yo. you gonna get all kind of crap with it in a minute. Because now that in some states you can't get nothing with sugar in it, which you don't need sugar anyway. You know they should make things. These manufacturer companies or whatever should make things. Hey Green Riser should make it with better ingredients. Yeah, better ingredients.
So, dear friend, wherever you are listening from, pause for a moment. Breathe deeply. Inhale the peace of God and exhale the worries of the world.
I just wanted just to share that because that was on my mind. So that was my mindset Monday. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the hype. You know what I mean? Don't listen to, because whatever it is, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. These people here that's in charge, they evil. They evil, and that's what it says. It's that's them bad things up in the high places and stuff. So what you gonna do about it? You can't fold into what they do. I mean, believe, and you can't be afraid either, because then you'll drive yourself. You'll drive your mind crazy. So that's my mindset Monday. Don't even worry about them food stamps. Pray. Try to get it together as a community. Because I remember when I was a kid, people used to barter. They don't even barter no more. You know what I mean? If we was even friends, of us friends, there's gonna be 5 of us. If I didn't have it, you don't have it. I mean, if I don't have it, you got it. Then when you get it, you give it back, or however it goes. So that means that we always will never go without if everybody can just collaborate like that. But unfortunately, our people, everybody wants to be that person that's in charge. That, oh yeah, well, I'm the one that's making it happen. So that's what really kind of messed things up, But at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is that's gonna have to be a thing. That's gonna have to be a thing. I even came up with the thing about the Amish people. The Amish people, they not real expensive, and they stuff is natural, pure. They feed their animals. They farm. They make everything. So they'll sell a whole cow, a grown one, is like $500 to $700. You know how a lot of families can eat off of a whole cow for the people that eat beef. If they eat beef, you can go get the whole thing. Or the people that eat pork, you get the whole doggone pig and do whatever you got to do with it. And everybody put in and say they'll have meat for a whole 6 months. Then you get another whole cow, another 6 months, and then you in your same community or your people, your little group that you went with, y'all put in money, and then y'all have y'all meat. On the real tip, you get your fishing license, or even you go to the Chinese. They have. I when I was doing my dinners, I got 150 silver trout, and that's a case. I got 150 of them, and I paid $2.25. So if it's 4 of us, we can split the 2 something and split so 4 into 220. I mean 4 into 150. We split those fish up amongst us, and that'll last us for a while, for a minute. You'll have 50 pieces a piece or 40 pieces a piece. I guess that's like 10 pounds or something. We reject any influence, spoken or unspoken. So that's my thought for the food stamp crisis. You gotta get that, which I would rather if I did eat meat. That's why I know about the Amish, because I researched for my husband and I, and for my family, that we can get the whole cow. When I did eat meat, we can get the whole cow and split it up and separate it, and then it would last us. The Amish sell those for $500 to $700, and they will cut it up for you and then take and do whatever you want to do with it. Fillet it, rub him down, flip him over, however you want it. They got the seasoning, they grow that too. So I'm just saying, it's this, FYI, omnish. That is the root source for the food stamp situation. Now, as far as your dry goods and stuff like that, you get that from the Walmart. Even the dollar store has dry goods if that's where you got to get your stuff from. Dollar Tree is the bomb on the condiments. They even got name brand at Dollar Tree, the condiments. I'm going to go there one day and do a haul for the food stamp people that don't know nothing about it. Because I know they got up here in the county, they got the real big Dollar Trees. Them Dollar Trees, they got the real big ones. That's where I get all my glasses. Like my glasses and because I got to get me some margarita glasses. Just to make my little shrimp little situation I made last year. I'm going to make a shrimp salsa with some tomato. Them tomato things, they green. And I'm going to take and put my shrimp around the glass like I did. I think I'm going to have that for the holidays. So my dinner yesterday, I made jackfruit. And I had a big, that's what I wanted to talk about, my big situation yesterday. I took and broke the dish on the live, and I put the heat on the glass with the butter in there, and then the heat wasn't level, so it just got hot right on one side. When I took and put that casserole dish on the counter, it just said boom. That glass went everywhere. I cut my doggone hand. Y'all can see it. Look, I cut my hand yesterday. So I had to come off alive because we had to clean it up. But then when I came back on the live, I did my jackfruit on there. I made my pasta salad. I did my jackfruit. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm talking about the grub, and I'm talking about people that's not going to have no food stamps. I'm trying to give you game. I'm trying to give a gem on people that ain't going to get no food stamps, and they is like crazy. So like and share that. I just was just saying you can go and you got to barter. Everybody got to chip in. Everybody get their little change and chip in. And I think they deliver the joint too. Or you can go there if you like, but 9 times out of 10. If you on food, you ain't gonna be able to go. But anyways, they deliver it. Look it up. Look up the Omnish in Lancaster for whole animals. You can buy the whole animal. You can get your whole chickens there too. They grow them. I mean, they breed them right on their farm, right at their house, basically. Renton Terminal has Omnish there in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Down there in Center City, but their prices isn't they I mean, I guess you would say for Center City they gotta charge that little extra for them, but I've been to Lancaster just to go there just to stay and eat and bring food back. And I'm trying. I had fish and chips there. That's the first place that I had fish and chips at that was like number 12. And it was like at this like little pub that they have out there. I guess when people live in like the rural kind of places, they don't have really a lot of places to hang out at. They hang out at restaurants. So that's what they were in there hanging out. The line was like crazy, but that was the best. That thing was so fresh. It tastes like it just came out the water. So yeah, I really like that. And I really enjoyed my coffee. I got Wawa cream in there. So yesterday I did the jackfruit and the palm. Jackfruit and palm, hearts of palm. So I took and I used bean curd And with your bean curd, you take them and boil some water, and then put the water in a little bowl, and you take and put your curd in there, just so it can loosen up, cause it be real hard. And then I took the curd and I wrapped it around my palm, my hearts of palm, right? I wrapped it around the hearts of palm, and then I made a wet batter with buttermilk powder. I used the buttermilk powder, and I also used some Murray's chicken flour. That's what I used. Murray's chicken flour as the wet, and then I used the regular chicken flour for the dry. And I am going to fry those today because I didn't fry them yesterday. I didn't do it yesterday. I just made them up. And I made macaroni and cheese. I made turnip greens. I made a TikTok. I gotta get my stuff together. So I seen a TikTok video of an avocado you put on the stove and cook it, and it's supposed to turn into oil. Mine's turned into freaking mush. So that didn't work. That was a blooper. So I put that on my look at that video, y'all. It's a blooper. Big time. So I did cornbread. Yeah, sweet potato cornbread. So it was good, but only thing it was just flat. But I guess that's how it's supposed to be when you take and you use the you put the sweet potato in there, because you use 2 sweet potatoes in it. So the 2 sweet potatoes is going to make it it's going to make it kind of like dense, like flat, opposed to it rising. But that was good. It was a TikTok joint. That joint was good. So I made macaroni and cheese greens with that cornbread sweet potato. OMG. That mother sucker was off the chain, man. It was off the chain. But I fell down and I said, boom. It's like, no. Hold on, wait. I got a garden. I'm going to turn my back.
We do not tremble at the schemes of the enemy, because we know who has already overcome. You, Lord, are our shield and defender. You are the strong tower into which...
Let me turn it off. I got a garden.
And so we declare again with faith and boldness that no weapon...
Can you tat? So I was talking about EBT, guys. EBT. So yeah, guys. So I was talking about the. Wait a minute. I was talking about the food stamp crisis, right? And that you can't You can't just depend on the government all the time, and then everything they give you, it got something to it. It's like always something. It's always something. I just it's always something. But whenever you get something free from somebody, it's always something. That's why I like a cheerful giver. Cause if a person is giving you something and they not cheerful, or if they cooking your food and they ain't cheerful, don't take it. Don't take it. Cause the energy just ain't good. The energy ain't right. The energy ain't right. The energy ain't right. On real time. So that food stamp situation, I think, I think, I think you can kind of make it. And after you try to make it from here on out, you'll say the heck with all that shit. Excuse me, I'm French. It's the heck with all that. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, tap into the Amish. Tap into the Amish. You know, and also, you know, check on your friends as far as your mental health and stuff like that. A lot of times we never ask. We always say, "Hey, what's up?" to people. Hey, or how you doing? But not for real. How you doing? That's just like just a term of endearment, I guess you would call it. But we never check on each other's mental health. We don't never say, "Well, how you feel mentally today? What's your score?" That's okay to ask a friend that's close to you. How is your mental health today? It's not taboo. They used to make it taboo. That's why so many nuts as it is today. Just from it being taboo and I'm sweeping it under the rug. I know it's a whole lot of kooks that's come from my family. A whole bunch of them suckers. A whole bunch of those mother suckers. Trust and believe. So I'm just saying. Um, so we need to check on each other, you know, because you never know what people go through. And they hide behind a smile. A smile all the time ain't always what it is. But once you get to a point where you watch people's behaviors, you gotta watch behaviors. Because once you watch a behavior, then you can tell off of the thing. Because this to talk to somebody, that's why I have to really feel a ways, get the goosebumps and all that kind of stuff. You know, when I really actually, you know what I mean, befriend a person or socialize or something like that, I already done read the room and stuff before I come in it. I read the room before I come in the joint. So energy is big. It really is. That's all we are as energetic beings. This stuff right here, this is energy. It's moving from the electricity coming from my heart, because a heart is got electrical shocks. That's why they use they bring you back electrical currents, y'all. And your neurons and your dendrites and all that stuff that's in your nervous system, all that stuff is connected together. It's nothing but energy. It's nothing but energy. That's the whole thing. They take and put everything in you. They get messed up or old, or it get ran down. You get a whole new hip. I'm gonna get a whole ball and a whole part, and it's gonna morph into my skin, my meat, and everything after a while. Like, wow, you understand? So you know, like the cartoons, and they used to give you like the electricity to go to the body, and then the stuff with the illuminate. Those cartoons is like somebody thinking way past, but in a retrospect, that's really how our body heals and goes through the transition. It's this with the naked eye. That's that's just my thought. So I gotta run some errands. I gotta wash all them pots from yesterday and mop my floor. And I'm gonna make some lentil patties. That's what I'm gonna make me, some lentil patties. And then you can like dip them in your sauce you make. They good. Lentil patties is good. I'm gonna put some carrots and celery in that sucker. I'm a food processor. Maybe I'll make a little video of that. Should I do the video or the live? Maybe I'll do the live. Cause I'll get more watch time. I need a lot of watch time. Guys, can you please help me? Help me, help me, help me.
We believe, Lord, that what lies
Help
ahead
me,
is brighter than
help
the
me,
past.
help
We
me.
believe that our future is drenched in
I need
goodness
watch
and guided by your
hours.
hand. And we believe that the story you are writing
And
for our
I
family
think I
is
need
one that will declare your
156.
faithfulness for generations to come. Lord, on this sacred Friday, October 10th, we
I
rise
need
in trust and as
156
intercessors over
to
our
get
homes
to
and
a
families.
thousand
We do not
subscribers.
shrink back in fear, nor do we
That's what I
remain
need.
passive in the face of
And
threats
that's
around
what
us.
I
We
need.
step forward with courage rooted in your strength, clothed in your authority, and
Mm-hmm.
anchored in your promises. We plant our feet firmly on the truth of your word and
Ah,
declare
my
with
hair is
unwavering
gray.
faith no
I was
weapon
thinking
formed
about
against us
getting
shall
some
prosper.
silver, right?
No scheme of the
And just
enemy will
coloring that
succeed.
silver, because
No
this is
darkness
like
will prevail
crazy.
over the light of your presence that fills our
It
homes.
sure is,
We are not
girl.
afraid of evil, Lord, because we are not fighting in our own strength.
But I got to
We are
put my
equipped
little
by your
red on
spirit,
there
empowered, anointed, and
and
prepared to
call it
stand
a
against every attack
day.
that rises against us. We carry
And
the
call it
authority of
a
Jesus
day. Yeah,
Christ,
so y'all,
the
I'm
name
just
above
tripping over
every
here.
name that
So I
Jesus
am
bore, and the
going
power of darkness
to,
must bow. In that mighty name, we bind every demonic influence that tries to creep into our home. We silence
yeah,
every spirit of division that seeks to fracture our family.
yeah,
We
yeah,
rebuke
yeah.
every whisper of fear that tries to settle in our hearts. We cancel every manipulation
I
of the
just
enemy
think gray.
that seeks to
Gray
bring
doesn't like.
confusion
It's
to our
not like
home
sexy
or
or
harm.
anything. It doesn't
You
have
have
like
not
no
left us
sex
defenseless,
appeal.
Father.
It's
You have
just like
armed
there,
us
like
with
just
spiritual
like that.
weapons that are
I don't
powerful and
like that.
effective. We
I
wield them with great
don't like
courage, knowing that
it.
every word spoken in faith
I
shakes the
probably can get
heavens
like a
and
little
changes
shape
the
of it. My
atmosphere.
son, he
We
taking
lift the weapon of
make it
praise for
rounded,
praise
but I
confuses
got
the
in and
enemy
outs because
and
that's the way
reminds
my
us that
hair
victory
is
belongs to
lined.
you.
You
We come
can't
before
help
you,
for the way your
sharpened by
hairline
faith's
is.
two-edged sword, declaring its
You
truth
be
over
going
our
against the
lives and our
grain.
homes. And above all, we
If
stand
you
under
know
the
what I'm
blood of
talking about.
Jesus, the
If
unbreakable
you
covering
know,
that
you
no power of
know.
hell can penetrate. We
So
speak
yeah, I
victory,
need my
not
pens
partial,
over
not
here.
temporary, but complete and lasting
So
victory over every battle.
we were supposed to be
Even when
going
we
to the
cannot see
gym.
the warfare raging in the unseen
And
realm,
now
we trust that you are fighting on our
we
behalf.
ain't going. They harass you all the time. You can see, oh, that's because the phone is connected. That is the pits. So, y'all, I have been here, and I think I'm gonna give a little. I'm gonna do a little video on the Amish. That's a good one right there. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna do a video on the Amish bartering and a way to help, figure out something for if we don't, if you guys don't get food stamps. There's always ways to skin a cat. My grandma said, "It's more than one way to skin a cat." So don't fret about no stamps, and don't fret about nothing. You just gotta pray to God, and ask them for everything. He said, "Come to Him and ask Him, and you shall receive." Right?
Your word is our weapon in defense. We
Um,
take our place on the front lines,
you
not in the
ask not,
shadows,
so
but
you
in
have not.
praise, not in fear, but
So
in
you
faith.
ask
We
that He
stand
takes and
confident
give
by your presence,
us, the world. I
family
ask, pray
surrounded
for
by your
abundance
protection.
of
Our minds are
food,
guarded by your
abundance
peace.
of
Our
wisdom
souls are
to
safe in your
learn how
hands.
to grow our
And we know
own
beyond
food,
all doubt that the
to
victory is
be
already ours.
self-sustainable
Because of
for
who you are
ourselves and come
because of
together
who we are.
collectively
So today we declare it boldly.
in
Our home
Jesus'
is not
name,
battleground, it is holy ground. The
that
enemy
we'll
has
be
no
able
authority
to
here. Darkness has no place here.
subside, take
Fear
care of
has no
ourselves,
power here.
eat and
We
feed
belong to you, Lord.
everybody
Under
like
your mighty hand, we will stand
5
firm,
million fishes.
and walk in victory.
So
Father, on this
again,
sacred Friday, October 10th,
YouTube
we lift our hearts
University
in
is where you
gratitude and
gotta
faith
go.
as we speak
They have the
blessings over our
survival
home.
tips.
We thank you that
They
you
don't
are
have the
not
tip
only our
about the
protector,
Amish though.
but also our
They don't
provider,
got that.
that
I
your
just
will
put you
for our
D with the
family is not
Amish.
just safety, but
And I
abundance
know
and peace of
Amish is
mind.
in everywhere. They
And
Mormons.
so
That's what they
today,
call.
as
But
we
here
declare
we
it,
call them where
we
we at in
declare it
Pennsylvania.
over the rest
No,
of
matter
our
of fact, I
families.
think they only in Pennsylvania,
We
but they
declare
deliver
blessings
everywhere.
upon every member of
They're
this house.
Mormons. They live. They don't have no
Generations of
electric.
wisdom,
They still
knowledge,
live with the
and favor will
windmill.
preserve.
They
Blessings
don't
of the
use
Lord
no
make rich and add
telephones.
no
They
sorrow.
all they do is
Blessed are you,
animals and
strengthened in God,
horses and
and you are indeed
vegetables
the
and all kind
source
of
of
things
our
like
open
that.
doors.
That's
Let
all they do.
vitality flow through
And
us
yeah,
as
shout
we
out to
proclaim the
Tracy's
truths of
local
your word.
learning. Go over to
Blessings
her
multiply
channel.
for every
Oh man, go to over to her channel. She has a garden of Eve. That's what it is. That's what I call it, a garden of Eve. Go check her out, y'all. Hey, legend. Legend, is that Legend Dispatcher? Hey, 7-3. Hi. Thank you for joining. So I was just talking about people don't barter no more, but we're gonna have to barter soon. You know, because the way that the way are we going in the world, you know? And the food stamp situation for a lot of people, they're gonna be in despair. You know, the people that's already didn't have food stamps to begin with, they was already hungry. So you know, it's just like this is gonna be pure madness. And the thing about it is, you gotta trust God at this. For those that don't, I pray that you get to know Him. To get to know Him is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. But as I said before, I was young and now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. Now I know that that's the scripture that's hidden my heart. But I say that to say the Amish, they sell whole cows. You can get a cow from $500 to $700, and group of people can do that, get that, and eat off of that for 6 months. You figure 700 from, if you get a $500 cow, you can't afford that big one. You get the $500 cow. You understand? And then maybe 6 people, 2 to 5, 6 people go in half with that to get the cow. That's $75 or something like that a piece that you can eat for 6 months, and then you get another one. And whoever eat pork, they sell the whole porks. You can go there and get as many chickens as you want, but you can get them. Basically, they fresh and they not that expensive, right? So you couldn't get stamps. You can use stamps at they like locals. So they come to, they come to, and they are in Philadelphia, but they in Pennsylvania. So they go all to the neighborhood, not neighboring, but all over the state. They have the Amish. And that's all the things that they grow. They bring it. They bake. They do everything. Their food is delicious. So they do have like a market, and I have that on my on a live or two. On a live or two, it has the Renton Terminal, and they have the Amish in there. But I say that to say they live in the PA, the Renton, Lancaster area, Allentown, all those places. They're up there in what is that? Central? I think that's Central Pennsylvania. I'm not exactly sure, but it's 5 hours from me. Yeah, 5 hours. When my husband and I drove there, they have the smorgasbords, the real smorgasbords. That's what they call them, but we call them buffets. But they call them smorgasbords. But they sell all their things. They're whole. You can get the whole situation, and you don't buy the whole thing at their locals. So they have like the vegetables. They make their jams. They make everything. They peanut butter. They make everything. So I had came up with that a couple years ago when I did eat meat. Yes, that part. That part. That's so sad, you know, because I know I received food stamps when my children were growing up, and I worked 2 jobs, you know. But my rent and stuff was so much, so I was able to get it. And I didn't have insurance. They had insurance, but I didn't get insurance until I was diagnosed with cancer. And then I didn't even get the loan where people wait for a long time and they get a lump sum. I didn't get a lump sum. They gave me mine just like that. So I say that to say food wasn't as expensive, but I had 2 growing sons, and they ate me out of house and home. And now You know, I cook for them on Sunday because Sunday is something that we always had. Even me as growing up and them being around with my grandmom and my mom and stuff like that, my dad. So that's just something that I always do. Even that they leave, they come back, I still cook Sundays because the Sunday is a day that we get together. We talk about our week, we laugh, we joke, and we do what we have to do, and we go on to for the next week. I don't get out to go to church, but I have church in the house almost every other day or whatever you want to call it. Yes, but you got to get back to maximizing your minimum. So that's with if it's a family and we got like 5 sisters or we got brothers and sisters, all of us, you can go in together and get a cow. You know what I mean? You can get a cow. I was talking about them fish places like we have a lot in Philly. I don't know Philly and in our surrounding areas. Our county have a lot of fish markets where they sell cases, and 9 times out of 10, the Asians is the ones that have it. But they go fishing. Whoever does that, they fish like every day. That fish they have is fresh. It comes in every day because they sell out of it. I used to get a case of it. I would get 150 come in the case, and they would clean it for me and do everything, and put it all in the bag. And then I would use that for my dinners. But I'm just saying, as a family, $225, and we all can get a case. You can get a case of fish. We can get like, or 3 of us, we can get 50 pieces of fish a piece. That'll last us a month. Even if you got a family, and if you have a family, a big family, then you have it won't last a month, but it will still go a ways. And then maybe you get a few couple, maybe alternate like that or whatever. But yes, so there's a ways around it. It's more than one way to skin a cat. So I just wanted to share that, but I'm gonna do some research on the Amish because I thought that was really cool. Cause my husband he eat a lot of beef. So the steak, you like steaks that cost like I when I did eat meat, since I have an ostomy, I couldn't eat nothing but the filet mignon because that's like real tender. You can just chew that, or I can eat lamb chops. That was the 2 meats that I would be able to eat. But you figure you get one nice piece of a filet mignon, that's gonna be like $25 or $30 for 1 pound, 16 ounces. So you figure you get the whole cow and stuff. Shoot, you're gonna get a nice because it's big, that cut. That's because the filet mignon is the butt part. So you'll get that's a whole lot of asita. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. So I'm gonna do the video on the Amish just to put everybody down. And like you say, you showing me how to fish, and he'll eat forever. So that's the part. I still eat fish though, and I got some nice fishing rods in the back. I can't wait till I get my little what's the name? Because I do that. I fish. I do all that stuff. Yeah, I do all that, dear. So thank you guys for coming in and tuning in. I gotta give you the bread, so and remember, a rose is still a rose. And crayons, they still color when they broken. Don't forget that, y'all. Them suckers still color. And remember, be kind. Be kind to one another. I know sometimes people make you mad because I know I'm easy to get angry, and I'm working on that. I'm really working on that. And even if I don't get angry, I'm sarcastic, and I gotta work on that too. So I'm a work in progress, and be encouraged because you guys encourage me, right? And we encourage each other. And you guys stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. and watch your back. And watch who you let share your energy on real time.
Good day, beloved friends.
So have a good day. Love you. If nobody else said it, I said it because Jesus said it. He said that. He did that. He doing that. Later, y'all.